Hello, dear Libra, and welcome to your love reading for the month of July of 2025. I hope that you're all doing well. This is Kathy from Divine Debut 11, and remember, this is a Patreon love reading which is released to the public on the 20th of the month. Let's see, dear Libra, what's going on as the month of July is the month of the month of retrogrades, and the Emperor has just fallen out. The Emperor, which could be Aries, Taurus. To me, in this deck, in the Psychic Tarot of the Heart, this could be Gemini, it could be Leo. I do many times say it could be Capricorn or Aquarius. These are the main signs that come out for me. And again, this could be your energy where you're needing to step up to the plate, take charge of your life where love is concerned. Unless this is someone that is stepping up for you. We know the Emperor does bring more stability, and the Emperor would be someone that is mature, someone that's ready to start a family, someone that's ready to provide you with stability where love and family situations are concerned. Of course, this could be someone that's already a father. Yes, this could be a business owner, someone who possibly could also be successful where business is concerned. The Leo side of the Emperor with the sun behind him could say that this is someone successful in business, so they hold a leadership position if they're an entrepreneur. This could be also someone who is a twin. They could have a twin brother or a twin sister. That's what I'm getting today in this deck, in this card, I should say. But where love is concerned, the word lead is important. So someone that's ready to accept responsibility. You could see that he's holding the certification, the scroll, the know-how, the experience, so on and so forth, because the Emperor in the background doesn't have a crown. So yes, it could be someone that comes from a royal background, someone that's made a name for themselves through success. Now, if the Leo side is prominent in your Emperor here, this could be someone that could also have a strong placement of Gemini. So could be indecisive, possibly in the past. He's coming through now as the Emperor with the experience. So this, to me, is more positive than negatives. Let's see what's going on, dear Libra, in the month of July of 2025. What's going on for Libra as we're using the Twin Flames Journey Tarot by Mystic Moon. We've got the Mystic Moon Oracles, the Mystic Moon Messages for Love. We'll be taking at the end of the reading. We're using a Mirror's Love Oracle, some Sibyllars, and a message from the Wisdom of the Oracle for Libra. Thank you, dear Spirit. Thank you. Calling on Archangel Gabriel at this time, and whichever Archangel wants to come through. That's a blessing. Let's see what's going on in the month of July, or this could be a timeless reading, so whenever you get to view this, could be important for you and your personal journey. Six of Wands, so Leo does come through. Success and recognition. What is the challenge? There could be a little bit of ego here as well. The challenge is the Sun, so someone doubting their ability to lead, to provide you with that stability with something long term. This could be someone that is not very illuminous, not someone that's not very open. It could be someone that's more driven towards career, vocation. They're successful in that arena, but not so much where matters of heart are concerned. This could also be someone, a father who's got a son that could be the issue where your love life is concerned. Someone who has a very strong bond with a child. It could be an older child, an adolescent, teenage child, which could, of course, have opinion where the personal life of the father is concerned. Also, there may be the challenges may be clarity and understanding of where the heart of this emperor is, where they're who they're devoted to, because the Six of Wands could be a little bit of ego, and the challenge is the sun, and the sun is the natural fifth house of flirtation, sex, love, risk taking, so on and so forth. But that's in the challenge position, and of course, you could see the love heart here, so it does have to do with love, and the sun is in the challenge position. There may be a little bit of ego, a little bit of back and forth, a little bit of competitive energies, which could be healthy within a relationship as long as we don't go overboard. So this could be someone that carries a lot of ego, yes, and someone who doesn't open up emotionally that easily. Let's see what's crowning you. We've got the Knight of Pentacles, steady progress. We've got the energy of Virgo here. Now, Libra, you may have planets in Virgo as well. This could be what's on the mind. What's on the mind of your emperor, I would say. Why? Because the Knight of Pentacles is Virgo, and Virgo is the house. It's the natural sixth house of work. Slow and steady progress, planning and strategizing for the future, as the Knight of Pentacles holds that pentacle, which is a long-term relationship. So you could also be dealing with someone that has got their priorities. Their first priority is work. Love comes second. So let's see from the distant past and at the foundation what's going on. We've got the Hermit, soul searching. So Virgo does come through a fair bit here. Someone's needed to go into their cave, searching their esoteric selves, looking for the light, looking for answers. This could be your energy if you've been dealing with someone that comes through as quite powerful, but in actual fact there's someone that's indecisive, was indecisive, wasn't certain where they're putting their energy. I mean, you may have been dealing with someone that was career orientated first and love came second, meant they were not ready, or they've already had an experience, a challenging, hard experience in life, so therefore they've put all their effort into career and success and left love on the back burner, so therefore giving you lots of doubts. Let's look at the recent past. What's going on? What has been going on? Seven of Cups, fantasy and temptation. The temptation side of the card tells me that, because the temptation does ring sexual, so maybe dealing with someone where there was sexual attraction, someone coming through as more flirtatious. The Seven of Cups, though, is like the Piscean energy, so I'm getting the Pisces energy is sacrifice, could be karma, it could be endings, an ending of a cycle, a lot of confusion, illusion and misconception about what's been going on. I mean, we've got Pisces, Virgo here. Now, I don't know whether it's you or whether, I mean, it could be the general energies, as we do have Pisces North Node and South Node in Virgo. So who's got those? It's more so you could be more connected to the eclipses. If you've got Virgo planets, then this could be a very significant time for you. Now, as I said, the temptation does remind me of also blockages because it brings up the energy of the devil, which could speak to responsibilities, heavy work, or fears. Or so in the recent past, there's been fantasy and temptation. Temptation as to take that leap of faith into this connection or not. It's more so, I feel, in the recent past, it's been more relative to the vision, but the temptation, there's fear there. I feel that there's fear because there's indecision. And it could be your emperor that's fantasizing to take that leap of faith relative to this connection, or there's also a possibility that you may be dealing with someone that is in another connection. They've been the hermit for too long, right? They're tempted to take that leap of faith if they're feeling that this is what gives them many opportunities, this is what they've dreamt of. But then we've got the Knight of Pentacles after the fantasy and the temptation, which is a slowing down, and again being more about the details, right? That's the Virgo energy. And of course, you could be connected to this person through work as well. What is the possible outcome for Libra in the month of July, or whenever you view this message? We've got the Six of Swords, tranquility ahead. So there's a promise of balance. There's a promise that a transition towards more calmer waters, more balance, more equal communication, not so much the illusion if there's been a lack of clear understanding, right? Because the sun is in the challenge position. It's like something is not clear, okay? And it speaks to tranquility ahead. I like the fact that we've got the Emperor here that's coming through as powerful, ready to move on to the next step. He's certified. These could also be legal documents that he's carrying. So if you're dealing with someone that's been dealing with, well, because temptation does bring up the devil, therefore third parties, illusions, fears, possible as I said, third parties here. Because the temptation, speaking of Capricorn, the devil is Capricorn, it is Saturn. It can speak to opportunities, but not yet. There are many opportunities, but choices need to be made, and there's still responsibility here. There are themes that your person may need to have to work through before they can be certified and free to be able to move forward with what their heart is telling them. Right, so there's good potential here with the Six of Swords. You may also be dealing with someone that could be physically at a distance. We've got the Hierophant and spiritual advisement. This is like a promise. Now, promise of something long term, but as I see in this deck here, that this could also be someone that's in a commitment ready to break free. As you can see, they're just holding on by their pinkies. So it could be one or the other, which I had another sign that got this card. And it was Leo. So dear Libra, do check out the Leo reading. Leo has been referenced here as well. Knight of Swords, decisive action towards clearing the air, possibly also legalities, separation, divorce, hard words, lots of communication. Queen of Swords could be an ex, even though the Queen of Swords is your energy. Sharp and assertive. Some of you may have turned your back on this Emperor if they were someone that was maybe promising you something, but it's taken forever. And this is what is hoped here, the success, being able to get to the top of that mountain. But that is hard work. And you're also possibly spiritually connected. We do have possibly a marriage here, a commitment or a long-term relationship for sure. Aquarius also comes through. Taurus comes through. Queen of Swords is sitting on the Ten of Wands, so a heavy burden you've been carrying. Maybe you've had a light bulb moment in the past and you've set your boundaries here, possibly. Now, we've got lots of retrogrades in the month of July. Mercury is retrograding in the sign of Leo. So if you are dealing with a Leo, again, very significant. We could have returns from the past. Let's see. Let's see with the Mirror's Love Oracle what's coming through for Libra, dear Spirit, in the month of July of 2025. You know, the Emperor here could speak to multiple relationships, because I do get Gemini. You may be dealing with someone that's got either their Mars or their Venus in a double sign. If not Gemini, I mean, there are other double signs like Aquarius, like Pisces, Libra, of course, is a double sign as well. But Gemini comes through more stronger relative to the double sign. So double sign, Gemini means curiosity, of course, but also choices, a dilemma in making a choice, double situations. Let's see for Libra what's going on. Long distance relationship, but I also get the ship in the distance, which is very similar to the three of Wands for me. We've got fun times, which is a good promise here. Something to do with nighttime. I mean, the stars come through for me here, so Aquarius also comes through. And of course, this could also speak to positive communication. I mean, swords do speak to communication and perception, which you could be coming into a time of tranquility and good communication. Could be from afar. We've got a courting man. Courting man, someone that wears a business suit, a tie, usually. Someone that's ready now, or at the stage of ready. You know, as we see the Emperor, he's certified or he's free. And the courting man is someone that's flirtatious, someone that's looking for love, someone that's ready for fun. And the fun card also speaks to Leo for me, because Leo is the natural fifth house of fun. Even though he seems conservative and business-like, we see the tie is a little bit loose. So there are two sides, obviously, to this courting man. One that's got that cold, again, Leo Aquarius comes through very strongly for me. You know, business suit, professionalism, and then there's the courting, flirtatious, casual, let's play, let's have fun sort of a character here. And you could see also the way that he's standing here. Let's take another card. And we've got a mature man. Now, we've got two different people. We've got a younger man and we've got a more mature man. I don't know if this is someone, because the mature man would be the Emperor, logically, even though the Emperor seems like younger here. He doesn't have grey, even though traditionally the Emperor does, because he's had life experiences at a mature age. We could be talking about either a long-standing connection between this person where your courting man has turned grey. They like the color blue. I see that for a certainty. Blue tie, blue t-shirt. Unless this is two different people that you're connecting with, because we do have the Knight of Pentacles and we've got the Emperor. So if the Emperor was a control freak, which can be many times, they've put you in your cave. You've been, this could be a past partnership, right? Because again, we do see two people here, so you can take it as that, because the Emperor in the back does not wear a crown, right? So again, this can ring true that this is the same person in the past, and now they're certified, they're the Emperor, they're able to give you the stability in the long-term relationship, unless this is someone that's trying to control you and you've got someone else that's entered your life. There could be an age difference, dear Libra, because you've come through as the Queen of Swords, and the courting man looks younger. It could be the Knight of Pentacles. Again, work is very important, right? What's at the foundation here? And we've got work. So again, work comes through very strongly. And travel. There is promise of movement and travel. This could be a promise. This could be an invitation. We do see a feminine here that's very professional looking. But she's also very masculine with a very short boyish haircut. And that could be a side to, well, Libra. Opposite you is Aries. So in your relationships, you do come through as Aries. You could take the Aries archetype where you're more of a, you've got that fighting spirit, right? You initiate, you're driven, so on and so forth. So take the messages as they resonate for you. Let's take your message from the wisdom of the oracle. What is the message for Libra in the month of July? It's interesting that you've got the Hermit here and you've got the Knight of Pentacles as well. So Virgo comes through very strongly. Unless you're dealing with someone that has got strong Leo and Virgo planets. Could be you could be dealing with a Virgo that's got their all their planets in Leo, but they've just got their sun in Virgo. But I doubt that. I get more sun in Leo. Let's see what your advice is, Libra, for the month of July. In another case here for someone else, because the mature man comes through, he's obviously would be the Emperor here, because he comes through, obviously he's sort of blocking the energy of the courting man, which could be something that you're needing to get through. For some of you, you may have been dealing with someone that was not as mature. If you were dealing with this courting man who could have been quite flirtatious, only wanted to have fun, let's say, because we've got the Hermit here, someone who's made you go internally, soul searching, what's going on, so on and so forth. A lot of, the Hermit is, I'm here and then I'm not here, I've disappeared. And the Knight of Pentacles, promising something long term but taking forever. This, for some of you, you could be leaving a younger masculine for an older one, which could be your Emperor, okay? Someone that's going to give you what you've always wanted. So there's that as well. Let's see, dear Libra. We've got never-ending story. Wow. So you've done many cycles, obviously. This is number 37, which equals a 10. Let's read the never-ending story, the love portion. Sometimes your heart enters into a contract with another that results in pain, not because of abuse or neglect, but for other, more complex reasons. Shame, fear of intimacy, and low self-esteem are the greatest challenges to the success of a relationship. Consider how valuable this knowledge is, however. Right now you have an opportunity for important healing, but you must reflect on the stories you weave about love, connection, abandonment, rejection, and loneliness. Not only do you need to begin a new story, you need to forgive yourself for telling yourself the old ones. Have compassion for the part of you that believes all those narratives. None of them were ever true anyway. This may not be your message. This could be the message of the person you're hoping to manifest as well. Not only do you need to begin a new story, so it's talking about not falling into the same rhythm, doing this, getting into a new cycle and doing everything in a similar way. You get the similar outcome. So that's where you need to make changes, dear Libra. You need to forgive yourself for telling yourself the old one. So it's like living in a dream. I do get quite a few of you have many planets in Virgo, and that's because Neptune was there. So there's been fantasy, there's been temptation, there's been illusion about what's really going on. So the sun, of course, speaks to leadership and confidence, and we see it in the challenge position. So again, for some of you, if this is the case and you've been falling, you've been in and out of a never-ending story where there's no possible positive outcome, the Six of Swords is saying take some time out, take a trip. There is potential here. Maybe stand strong in your energy as the Queen of Swords, and don't put up with less. Sometimes this is a way to change the energies, dear Libra. So maybe you need to look at that. We'll take some more cards here. I want to take three Sibilas and get a bit more information. Because you see that this divine feminine, she's waiting on her ships to come in, and some of you may have been at a physical distance, which makes it extra hard, right? It's like she's turned her back on fun times, turned her back on love, because she's waiting on that particular ship, if you know what I mean. So maybe you're missing also opportunities through insisting on falling into the same cycle with the same person, or even if it's the same person, at least things need to be done in a different way. Try a new method is what I'm wanting to tell you. That will shift the energy. Let's go. What's going on for Libra in the month of July? We've got good news coming from a distance. It's taken forever. Wow. Well, it's good news or news that's coming from a distance. Logically, it's good news. And it could be good news concerning your limitations, blockages. I mean, this is Saturnian energy. It's prigione. And the prison doesn't have to be a physical prison. It could be a prison that we make ourselves. It could be boundaries that we set for ourselves because of fear, and it's the Nine of Swords, which is, I'm not sleeping well, I'm full of anxiety and stress and angst, and I don't know what's going on. So you're expecting the worst. It's like what you expect you do create. Unless this is good news from someone they did have heavy responsibilities, they were in a prison. It could be a metaphorical, could be a literal as well, because these could be issues with the law, whatever that means, contractual agreements where, energetically someone's held back. Let's see. And there are the Two of Cups. And the Two of Cups is a soulmate connection, but there are also possible blockages. Timing could be an issue. Long distance could be an issue as well, because we've got the house, and the house could speak to, the house could be a building. It could be someone that works a lot, right? Could be someone that works a lot, or it could be someone that is committed and they've still got issues. I mean, the letter that the postman brings could also be a divorce settlement. Remember the certification that the Emperor holds here. So we do see the Two of Cups as an outcome. And of course, this could speak to timing. But yeah, look, there's very positive change here with the Wheel of Fate. And this is Jupiter, and Jupiter brings change, right? Even though it could be uncomfortable for you. I mean, Jupiter is transiting through the sign of Cancer, which is obviously for you, dear Libra, it's your goals and it's career, it's your social standing. So it's what you're trying to accomplish. You're being forced to make changes relative to your goals. But Jupiter will give you the bigger picture. And of course, whatever I've been saying, you could flip the energies where you are stuck in a situation and therefore out of bounds for the other person, and you could be going through a separation or divorce yourself. But Jupiter comes to bring change. Jupiter here, Fortuna, is a Five of Wands, which could be conflict, external, internal, could be petty conflict, or you could also be dealing with someone that doesn't speak the same language as you or doesn't believe the same. They come from different background, different religion. That could also be conflict, or anything that's limiting or bringing doubts where the harmony of this relationship is concerned. And we've got La Matrice, which is the female lover, sweetheart. She holds something very valuable in her hand. She is very attractive. She comes through as Queen of Wands. So I don't know what this is, what she's all about. I mean, it could be, what she fantasizes, what she, the power within her, she can create something of value. We are coming into energies where there's a lot of fire and a lot of air. And that is very significant for you. You will have a lot of help as we've got the transition of the outer planets, the bigger planets in air and fire, which is going to help you greatly. There will be a lot of aha moments as Uranus is going to enter Gemini, which will be in good aspect to you, especially if you're born at the early, you've got planets or angles at the early degrees of Libra. Let's see why we've got the Six of Wands in the now position. It speaks to success and recognition. Ten of Cups. Oh, we've got a King of Pentacles in the reverse. And I'm not reading reversals here. This would be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. We did mention Virgo already. Of course, King of Pentacles would be naturally more so Taurus, so needing stability. But King of Pentacles, nevertheless, is a father, and the King of Pentacles is a minor arcana of the Emperor. So Ten of Cups could be the ending of a family situation, a cycle that's ending. Or there could also be possible news that's coming in. Let's not cross that out. With the Six of Wands, you could be feeling successful, that there's some news that's coming in that promises something for the future. This King of Pentacles in the reverse could say that they're not actually ready to give you this, but they will be in the near future. They could also be suffering lots of financial loss if they're going through separation and divorce, because the King of Pentacles would naturally be a father. Why do we have the Sun? And this would be someone that hasn't been very stable for you. Why do we have the Sun in the challenge position? Something needs to close up. Someone needs to have the confidence to close a major life cycle. And yes, this could be love with challenges at a distance, at a physical distance. Why do we have... Because this is a major arcana, right? It speaks to all the fixed signs, so Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius, where someone needs to follow their heart to close up a major life cycle. It's not an easy accomplishment, I want to say. But there's still, like, the challenge is to finish a life cycle and someone to follow their heart. Why do we have the Hermit here? We've got the Five of Cups. So emotionally, someone crying over spilt milk, not knowing that those 2 cups are behind them. There are regrets here. There are also choices. 2 of Pentacles with things up in the air, also adjustments needing to be made, and 2 timing situations, you know, double timing, being between 2 relationships possibly as well. But the, you know, 2 of Pentacles is also coming back to square one, the never-ending story. What is this 7 of Cups in the recent past? Illusion, deception, maybe some things having come through, that there's a third party, that someone hasn't been totally truthful with you. There's been a lot of lies and deception about what's going on in their personal life, what they hid from you. And of course, this could speak to love triangles. Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady pace. Again, work themes. The first initial stage of success, which goes from earth to fire, and the Ace of Wands is an opportune moment. It is the light bulb coming on, something becoming more clear, but it's also I'm driven, I desire. I mean, this is a very strong sexual card, a very strong indication of sexual themes relative to third parties as well here. And there's a sexual theme with Venus here. She's in the womb. She's in the nude. She's in her birthing suit. I do get that there are sexual references here, for sure. That would be the temptation here in the fantasy. Let's see what the Six of Swords speaks to. We've got the Devil. I was just talking about sexual themes, timing, blockages, challenges and fears. But there's the naked truth. We've got 2 major arcana. We've got Capricorn. We've got Aquarius here very strongly as well. But also an internet-based sexual connection with challenging themes, addictive cycles and behaviors. But remember, Aquarius is very future thinking. There is hope here. Hope for healing. Hope for letting go of third-party situations. Possibly someone now finding an ingenious way to overcome any obstacles or even fears of truth. Second chances. Some of you are going to accept a relationship that's returning from the past. You're going to accept that maybe this has taken forever. Maybe the challenges are too many, and you may decide not to continue a never-ending story. For many of you, I do get a promise here, which maybe you're coming closer to, because there's a spiritual advisement. Those of you that are patient and willing to wait, you may be able to manifest, right? As there are second opportunities, second chances, possibly when you least expect it. We've got a couple of 4s here, and that's what the Devil would be for me. So lots of issues relative to someone's prigione, self-made, it's their perception, or it's anything to do with the law. They need more time. But there's promise for leading, giving you the stability. Remember, the King of Pentacles fell in the reverse, which means they may need a bit more time. And the Three of Wands, some of you, remember, are going to wait for this long distance relationship. That's the promise possibly that you've given, or this is a promise that's been given to you and you're willing to wait. So it will be different for each of you. There's the Knight of Pentacles again. Let's see emotionally what comes through for you at this time. And then we'll take some twin flame messages. It will pick at the mind, at the brain of your person. I just want to take one card here. This tranquility ahead, what does that mean? And we've got the Eight of Pentacles, work in progress. So again, we've got the Virgo energy here. Someone's willing to do the work, or again, work needs to be done, and that's what, I mean, we see the work of art here. It's not complete yet, see? So again, there's still work to be done, but there is a promise here, a wish, maybe life and practical matters concerning life could be the blockage here, or the limiting time relative to this connection. Nostalgia, there's a Six of Cups here, very similar. We've got a twin flame and a Six of Cups. If this is a twin flame, I understand, and there's the fear that's blocking, because there are children involved here as well. Someone's receiving their karma and their fate. They're going through heavy lessons, and the Hermit again comes through. So some of you are going through a release. It's like releasing the negative, the outworn, like the snake that takes off a layer at a time. It's like a metamorphosis that you're going through. And of course, family matters here. This could be an ending to a family situation where someone's seeking guidance. They've seen the light. Patience was necessary. For some of you, still might be. Let's look at the thoughts of your person, their emotions for Libra. What are they thinking? How are they feeling? I know you're right, but I need to come to my own conclusions. The grass wasn't greener on the other side. Our connection still affects me. I'm reminded of you constantly, so obviously many of you are hoping for a return. I miss you regardless of how things seem. And I knew I screwed things up and honestly have no idea how to fix it. How could you still love me after all I've done? This card has come out for many, many signs. Unbelievable how the energies, because this is what we're reading here, dear Libra. This is not a personal reading. We're reading the energies. So it's your choice what you're going to do. There's always free will. And this is a very important connection, surely, with the twin flame and the soulmate. And the Two of Cups coming through twice. So if you're after a personal reading, don't hesitate to reach out. The guidance, this could be your higher self guiding you, or this could be guidance from someone else, an astrologer, a marriage counselor, a guru, a teacher, whatever that is. This could be have to do with healing, someone's emotional, psychological healing, needing their time. Okay, love and light, dear Libra. Thank you so much. I will be back with more